moment. So here it is, and it can go on the record. For the benefit of people who later experience this workshop through buying a DVD and will encounter information they may not necessarily otherwise do if we don't do it now. So there are two reasons for doing this. Right, away we go. This piece is entitled Introduction to KaThaRa Level 2 and 3 Crystal Body Alignment, KaThaRa Programs and Earth's Wave of Ascent. As introduced in KaThaRa Level 1 program, the name KaThaRa is a composite word formed through the combination of three tonal resonance signatures that each denote specific phenomena: Ka, meaning light and oscillation; Tha, meaning sound and vibration; and Ra, meaning one or point of unity, both in terms of the two aspects of light and sound that precede Ra in the word or name KaThaRa, in regard to the indelible, eternal unity of all things in relationship to God, Source, or the source of all creation. The KaThaRa Level 2-3 program introduces various parts of the multidimensional anatomy as they exist within the context of the sacred sequence, which is the manifestation transduction sequence, culminating in our introduction to an aspect of anatomical structure called the Ra center, located within the Hara level of multidimensional anatomy. The Ra center is so named due to its function as a primary point of unity within the manifest and multidimensional body through which the Ka, light, and the Tha, sound aspects of multidimensional anatomy and their corresponding interdimensional frequency spectra meet and merge. The Ra center represents the primary point of energy circulation and exchange between the physically manifest form and the Ka and Tha, which, in terms of multidimensional anatomy, represent the body of light and the body of sound, that together form the etheric blueprint from and through which each dimension of physical manifestation emerges. The Ka-Tha light sound body, or dimensionalized etheric body, is composed of the Ka photopositive frequency spectrum, known as the ethos, and the corresponding Tha photonegative frequency spectrum, known as the eros. The ethos and eros spectra are aspects of multidimensional anatomy that hold in place the immediate etheric blueprint through which physical manifestation emerges. These aspects of the sacred sequence, which are key to the manifestation of tangible healing in the physical anatomy, are further explored within the KaThaRa Level 4 program. The KaThaRa Level 2-3 program introduces the various elements of multidimensional anatomy, from the transcendent Eucatharista body to Merkaba fields, the radial flame body and crystal body of the intermediate anatomy, and their corresponding technique applications that empower and prepare us for reawakening of the Ra center and its long dormant accelerated healing potentials. The technologies of flame body activation featured in KaThaRa Level 2 specifically address development of the ability to access, embody, and transmit the powerful heliotalic Eckr core frequency spectrum of primal life source currents that exist beyond the immediate 15-dimensional frequency spectrum. The heliotalic frequency spectrum represents the minimum of interdimensional frequency power that is needed to access and initiate activation of the Ra center, through which the Ka-Tha etheric blueprint core can then be accessed directly for expedited and greatly amplified healing and manifestation potential. KaThaRa Level 2 techniques provide the specific sequential set of personal scalar shield, KaThaRa grid, Deane template, Merkaba field, and radial body frequency activations through which the heliotalic Eckr core currents can be accessed, turned on, and transmitted through the physical body vehicle. KaThaRa Level 2 flame body activation techniques culminate in the beginning activation of the personal radial flame body, the resultant awakening of Eckr heliotalic primal life source healing currents within the personal multidimensional anatomy, and corresponding activation of the KaThaRa grid core density template, Merkaba fields, and DNA template. The technologies of introductory crystal body alignment featured in KaThaRa Level 3 specifically address reawakening of the organic crystal body anatomy, that's to say the programming core of the biocomputer, through which the heliotalic healing currents that were activated through KaThaRa Level 2 can be amplified to a sufficient level of strength to access the heliotalic Eckr core, Shalea, L'Ettore, and L'Edore eternal living light core primal source currents, through which the Ra center can be activated to provide direct access to the Ka, Tha, and Ethos-Eros etheric blueprint. KaThaRa Level 3 explores crystal body anatomy, its basic structure, and introduces the nature of Eckr eternal living light primal source currents and Shona static finite life reverse polarity dead light currents in relation to multidimensional anatomy. Through KaThaRa Level 3 technologies, the Shalea, L'Ettore, and L'Edore heliotalic living light primal life source living light frequency spectrum initiates activation within the multidimensional anatomy, allowing for beginning activation of the embodied Ra center, with resultant access to the Ka-Tha light sound body immediate Ethos-Eros etheric blueprint core. Access to the Ka-Tha and Ethos-Eros frequency spectrum allows for advanced healing technologies of axiom-based shield bonding to be employed. KaThaRa Level 3 axiom-based shield bonding technologies allow healing of the etheric blueprint to initiate through progressive clearing and transmutation of embodied Shona transposition filter parens STFs dead light field distortions fields and their corresponding inorganic polarity misalignments within the crystal body, axiom meridian line systems, and manifest anatomy, which is referring directly to the contribution that Logos make. Initiating restoration of natural crystal body polarity alignment through axiom-based shield bonding via the Ra center allows progressive access to and restoration of the Ethos-Eros etheric blueprint core of the Ka, Light, and Tha sound bodies, which hold the immediate dimensionalized blueprints for physical manifestation. The KaThaRa Level 3 program progresses development of multidimensional healing abilities to activation of the Ra center and initiation of axiom-based shield bonding crystal body alignment, through which the organic imprint for health can be progressively restored within the axiom, meridian, radix, nadis lines, DNA template, and chakra system of multidimensional anatomy pertaining to the pre-externalization and beginning externalization phases of the manifestation transduction sequence. KaThaRa Level 3 crystal body alignment technologies culminate in a sufficient degree of Ra center activation to initiate engagement of power key technology, opening the eyes of Ra, and advanced KaThaRa healing modality, utilizing the powerful flame of Ra, Eckr heliotalic primal life source currents that allows for direct and immediate interaction with the etheric holographic projection field and core etheric blueprint beyond the contemporary planetary and environmental and resultant personal biological constraints of Shona transposition filter false hologram distortion fields. The Eyes of Ra power key technologies, which utilize activations of the pineal hypothalamus adrena complex, is the first key to unlocking the doorway to the physical etheric body core, through which the advanced KaThaRa Level 4 Onatilia run technologies of natural polarity realignment can effectively be applied. The technique sequence featured within the KaThaRa 2-3 program is designed to reawaken the natural sequential pathway of primal life force, primal life source frequency activation, and corresponding spiritual identity integration. that is organic to the structure of multidimensional anatomy within its eternal intimate relationship to the manifestation transduction sequence. The KaThaRa 2-3 program provides a sequential technique schedule through which the ability to utilize the simple but powerful Azurtan power key technology for instant, on-command access to Eckr heliotalic healing currents can be progressively developed. The Azurtan power key technology is the foundation technology and minimum personal shield activation level upon which all KaThaRa level 4 and further levels, Masters healing technologies and planetary grid Masters technologies are built. The KaThaRa level 4 Masters program, heliopathy, heliotalics, and the onatilia state, healing through natural polarity realignment, introduces key aspects of anatomy, process, and dynamics corresponding to the externalization phase of the manifestation transduction sequence. The point of direct interface between the physically manifest body and consciousness, the etheric body core, and the greater aspects of multidimensional crystal body KaThaRista body anatomy. The KaThaRa 4 program, which utilizes transcendent Akasha heliotalic currents, focuses upon progressively freeing the personal etheric blueprint, chakras and DNA template, and physically manifest systems from the planetary karma constraints of Earth's environmentally induced Shona transposition filter biodistortion fields. Earth's STF distortion fields emerge on a planetary level as a genetic mutation force due to Earth's unnatural 23.5 degree ecliptic geographical North Pole tilt in relation to the solar axis, and corresponding unnatural magnetic north axis offset and planetary axiom meridian line polarity misalignment. These unnatural planetary environmental conditions resulted from a series of catastrophic planetary events that began millions of years ago in Earth's early history, and which have progressed to the present time, during which Earth's planetary crystal body and corresponding multidimensional anatomy accrued progressive degrees of cumulative damage. As the personal shields, KaThaRa grid, crystal body, etheric body, and manifest body anatomy of any life form automatically picks up the imprint of the planetary crystal body, etheric body, and shields upon passage into incarnation on the planet, the species of Earth have endured progressive mutation and limitation of their genetic evolutionary potentials due to the enforced adaptation to Earth's planetary crystal body polarity misalignments. Earth is presently entering a long-awaited natural healing cycle through which portions of Earth's crystal body will initiate self-generated healing. Earth's present healing cycle provides the species of Earth with the rare opportunity to begin personal crystal body healing, through which the DNA template and manifest biosystem can begin clearing the environmentally caused SDFs. This planetary karmic imprint has kept Earth species genetically bound into repeating cycles of finite life experience, limited evolutionary potential, disease, and amnesiac memory loss to the anatomy, functions, identity, and freedoms of the eternal life KaThaRista body and its indelible divine connection. The KaThaRa Level 4 program delves into the ancient healing mysteries of the Ka, Tha, and Ra centers, the etheric blueprint, the pillar of power, and the chariot of fire, which constitute a body of knowledge pertaining to personal, Christic crystal body mechanics through which we can share in Earth's contemporary healing cycle to initiate the process of becoming free from the planetary biogenetic harness that has kept Earth species bound in limitation for many millennia. Earth's long prophesied self-generated healing cycle was set in motion between 2000 and 2003 AD, follows a natural specific sequence of planetary crystal body alignment and polarity realignment stages, through which a portion of Earth's damaged crystal body, etheric body, and shields will naturally self-restore to the planetary first creation imprint, held within the planetary Eckr base shield of the planetary Eckr body. The multidimensional healing technologies presented in KaThaRa levels 2, 3, and 4 programs offer a microcosmic reflection of these larger planetary crystal body healing stages, allowing us an opportunity to consciously establish a co-resonant frequency link between our personal multidimensional anatomy and the portion of Earth's crystal body that is healing through the return of the planet's eternal life potential. The KaThaRa programs offer us an intensive understanding of the structures, mechanics, and dynamics by which such monumental healing can occur on a physical level, and provides us with the self-generated spiritual science technologies through which we can begin to reclaim our powers of self-healing and restoration of eternal life potential. In simple terms, the KaThaRa bio-spiritual healing system provides us all with an opportunity to join the planet in its natural healing and renewal cycle, assisting us to catch the planetary time wave that is moving toward a future of healing, restoration, and ascension of consciousness and frequency. In establishing personal biofield and crystal body frequency co-resonance with Earth's healing wave of ascent, we can create progressive, self-generated immunity to the chaotic wave of descent and its corresponding planetary time wave, which will be experienced by the portions of Earth's body that can no longer hold the higher frequencies of healing and restoration. Through the KaThaRa programs, we are all being offered the opportunity to consciously choose which planetary time wave we will ride upon, and thus what evolutionary destiny we are most likely to encounter. The KaThaRa programs are not new. They are simply translations of the once common knowledge, wisdom, held within the pre-ancient Mahabharata texts that were lost to humanity during the late Atlantean period. Return of our healing potentials is a gift that the earth is presently offering to all of us. Return of the ancient wisdom is a gift we can choose to return to ourselves and the life field of this planet. Quotes, "For everything there is a season, and a time for every purpose under heaven. It is now a time for healing, if we so choose. The KaThaRa programs are lovingly offered as simple tools to facilitate the endeavor of achieving true and lasting healing of our planet, its species, and ourselves." As I said, I think earlier, the elements of KaThaRa 4, the introduction of elements of KaThaRa 4, are what the Ashayana will be dealing with this week, albeit on a planetary level, and you're quite able to translate from the macro to the microcosmic. So that will help you, I think, a little more to understand what the framework is for what we're up to. All right, Flame of Ra next. We haven't done that yet. No. No, there were a lot of announcements and then jiggery pokey and moving the camera and shopping. All right.